Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are back with the second part of the Springtime Charm Lantern Rite event, and I'm quite excited for this. So we're going to jump into it at some point. Also, I would apologize. Right now I have just woken up and this is the first thing I thought about because I'm excited. So let's jump into it. Okay.
Hey there! It's us again!
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
Still,
What?
it's been like 2 days.
She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Is this normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Okay, well in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
No. I think, what is that, like 3 voice actors that are here? Hey, I spy a traveler and a Paimon. Man, it's been a long time. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Gumming.
Oh, hey, Gaming!
Happy Lantern Rite, Gumming.
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Cheyu Vale. It works out nicely, because my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. Oh my god, do you know what? Lantern Rite comes around so quickly. It was last year that we were introduced to him. That's so weird.
Hold on! A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that?
No. We just ran into Xingqiu a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Phew, you scared me there for a second. I thought we'd sprung a leak on the one job. On the one job we were specifically told has... What? On the one job that we were specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush. But sounds like you found out from another source, so we're all good. Yeah, everyone seems to know. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'll do a quick inventory count, then we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, the Baiju part is news to me. But anyways, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said they want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they're hoping for the best and planning for the worst. So, don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Xingqiu?
Maybe. Before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Xingqiu's already back home in Cheyu Vale. He and his brothers made a trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baiju.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Alright, well, I'd better get moving. Next time, we're going for some dim sum. Ah, love dim sum.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
Changsung? A most curious coincidence. He was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Sorry, bear with me. Has his lordship taken a turn for the worst?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi? Oh my god, let's go, right now. Don't care. Chi-Chi is one of my favorite characters.
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Sorry, I had to quickly do something. Wait, no, Chi-Chi! No, hens are concerned that something has happened to her. So, we posted a commission to the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Fair enough. Let's go! Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already, saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Where did you send her to gather herbs?
Wuwang Hill, in the Changsha Mountain Range.
Dun dun dun!
Changsha again, huh?
Indeed, it's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
We can discuss it later. Right now, we should go.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
Chi-Chi! The funeral parlor has no master. Oh, this is Shenhe's village.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Wait, isn't this Shenhe's village? I think it... Oh, I knew it. 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 Okay, Chi-Chi's come out to save herself. No one else. No one else needed.
Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably. And likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting!
I mean, could be.
The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wuwang Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too.
Then what happened to Chi-Chi? Hu Tao.
One second. Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
A perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not very credible.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough.
Wait a second, I'm thinking back to Shenhe's quest.
Huh? What was that sound?
Shenhe. Shenhe.
Ghost incoming!
Shenhe. Yelan! Oh. Hold up, it's me.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kinda was, just not by ghosts apparently.
That's right, I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not so easy to spook. Anyways, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi. She went missing around here and she could be in danger.
I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. I found a herb gathering basket partway up the mountains, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
Huh. What makes you so sure?
Because I sourced this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe. But beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here looking for Chi-Chi as well? No, I'm investigating an unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Chingseng Village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
Baiju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chinksa village.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Chinksa village itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. Oh. But the village isn't far from here. The elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they've borne the brunt of it.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I bet Hu Tao and Lan Yan knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they've gone.
I might have some ideas.
Really? So where are they?
Some are difficult to reach for now. You should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
Tie us up. I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lanyan and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguang will explain everything. Please tell me Ningguang. Ah! Are you serious? Go away. Why is there a girl here? In the past, I would have said no way. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get home for the festival this year. That all goes without saying, unlike what I hoped you're going to say next. Huh. You sure have a way with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Rite. Juyen Stone Forest. Yeah, I'll handle it. I knew I could count on the great Captain Beidou to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments, just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate. The deal is sealed, then the trap is sprung. Well, you've got me now, so what about you share... how much will that rob me of? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can rob the... I don't even know. Not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Saves me a trip to the market, right? Hey, Beidou! Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beidou!
Our little Paimon. The bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscripting? Something new. By the way, got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Ha, sorry. I got a dash. See you around, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite. Yelan clearly knows me well. She brought you two here without me needing to say a word. Beidou said you were conscripting. I don't know what that word is. Beidou never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong though, is she? Traveler and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them the perfect candidates.
Been where? Where's there?
I know you're looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Lan Yan are currently stranded inside the border.
Border? The border? That border?
What border? Yes. Oh, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
The Night Kingdom? I'm confused. Come on.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
How are you so sure they're at the border? Time is limited, so I can't go into full detail. but let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of unusual illness affecting the elderly of Chinza. A couple weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated and sure enough found an ominous presence at Wuwang Hill. Then, 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, this time to update us that she was now to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We had to agree to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yelan to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location was Wuwang Hill. Same goes for Chi-Chi and Lanyan. I'm about 90% sure all three of them are stuck in the border.
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
Now that you know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Your prior experience in exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I'm guessing Ningguang already thought of that. You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wangshang Inn. He'll show you the way.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Okay, we're going to go meet Xiao. Have fun. Yelan was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture, so naturally, he has been briefed on the situation. Understood. We'll head up right away. This rescue mission is of utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought back safe and sound. Consider it done. Then I'll wait here for the good news. We got lucky. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. But don't go putting your feet up just yet, Yelan. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the situation? The gate array. We found the location of the gates of life, concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Kaching and Ganyu are handling the gates of life and concealment, and Captain Beidou has agreed to take the Crux fleet to guard the gate of fright. That leaves the gate of injury. I've racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for this one than you. Oh. I see. It's in the chasm. That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we are working to calculate their positions based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Hu, she said that if the worst comes to worst, activating the 7 and 8 gates of array might be our only option. I did think that. But if you have your doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magical array, but doesn't it involve obfuscating one of the people involved? That is what troubles me too. Let's continue to discuss this another time. Who's gonna die? Right. Place your bets now. Is he gonna be voice acted? I hope so, because my voice acting skills are not good. Conqueror of Demons!
Xiao, you're already here!
Do you two? Where's Yelan? There's been a change of plans. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
True. The border between life and death is a treacherous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbance will only make it more so. You will face a great peril at every step of the way. There are people stranded there. We have to go get them back.
Exactly! Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Xiao, please go back and tell them to send Yelan instead.
What? Are we not good enough?
Wait, why does he not want us? I would feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She is privy to the secret arts practiced by her clan, plus she has extensive experience in battle. If anything was to happen to Traveler... Ah, he cares about us.
Oh, so you're just worried for his safety. Wait, but he has extensive experience in battle too. Come on, think of something.
We promised Zhongli we would go. Oh! Not
Huh?
using the Zhongli card.
What do you...
Show Zhao the Rex coin from Zhongli.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See? He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly a counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis, and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us!
What's worrying you, Zhao? The lying. I know, it's so funny. I fear the bad karma I carry would only disturb the border further, so while I can show you to the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you. That's fine.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
I'm not the only one that should be worried about.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
I don't remember going, but sure. Very well. Then hold tight.
Whoa, that was fast.
Did he teleport us too? The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No. Balancing the forces of life and death have always been the Wangshan feudal parlor's domain. I'm not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disturbed, Fetor is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is, and that will be your entrance. Evil conquering.
That was amazing! So you can see Fetor?
Fetor. What is that? Like feta cheese? With my Adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal, whether it's Fetor or not. We shall see soon enough. Let's go. Oh, I'm Zhao. This is the place.
Looks like it was Fetor you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I could accompany you. Or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here. Don't worry, we'll be okay. Lean your head in for a second. Is Zhao gonna kiss our forehead? Oh. No, he's just gonna finger our forehead. Oh!
Huh? What did you do?
I placed the witness sigil on his forehead, so you can share my power of perception. Now you'll be able to see the Fetor. There's no knowing what things are like in there. Hopefully this will help. When you find them, call my name. I will open a passage and pull you out.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Back in a jiffy. Be extra careful. Yes, sir. No, I was just running in with Chi-Chi.
Path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Yeah, no, we're still going this way.
We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. it seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability. Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
Okay. I'm really confused.
The rattan figure is covered in feather! How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more. Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more. Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific.
Oh my god, the
You
giant
ready
tree
to jump
root.
again?
Really, Paimon? Really? Oh. I'm sleepy. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You've already absorbed too much feta. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world.
I wish
Even
that were in
if
real life.
everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Can we not write it in her journal? Notebook? Whole world sleepy, Chi-Chi awake. That was impressive. I didn't know that hypnotism worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. 1, 2, close eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
Fight it, Chi-Chi, fight it! A dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dreams are going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Chi-Chi wipes her brow. Picking herbs, Chi-Chi. She finds a temple on a hill and goes to seek the Tao. Temple on hill. The old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name, Hu Tao. Hu Tao? She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep underground. By Rex Laughfish, she'll never be found. No, don't bury me! Help! Not so sleepy now, are you? No, wide awake with fright. Oh?
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean? Monsters?
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
I'm not a monster.
Oh, Madame Lan! Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you!
What the? Oh, so it was you guys. Traveler Paimon.
You frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess. I don't know how to say that. Sent you. I knew she'd act if we missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous here. Time to get out.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
A chaotic space.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Zhao! Boyfriend, I need you! You found them? Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming? Why, thank you. No need. I'll open the passage now. Lament. That's what I imagine he says when he does that. Monsters!
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. It's their funeral, courtesy of Director Who? This will take me a minute or so.
Hurry, we gotta fend them off!
Okay, let's do it. I'll help too. Oh god!
Ills be gone. Flip and fly.
Oh my god, you're actually
Oh,
using
sacred
Chi-Chi and
name, Fortune preserve.
Higher, higher, pants on fire! You see, Shao? Told you we'd be fine.
I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir. But are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
Yes. You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay? We're alright, but Chi-Chi absorbed a little too much feta. Start from the beginning. What exactly happened? I was picking herbs. Then I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole, but instead I fell in.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Are we gonna get Chi-Chi lore? Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work is still not done. You should return to Yujing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Whee! Oh! Chi-Chi, don't die.
Ningguang! Ningguang! We got everyone back safely!
Impressive work, Traveler. You were even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
See, and you thought she'd be hopping around like a slime. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Tanxing. I don't know how to say it. I promise I'm not usually late for appointments, let alone by a whole day. I hope you can understand. I think given the circumstances, Hu Tao, but no apology necessary, Director Hu. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad. How bad is bad? I'd like to know too, how dangerous is the situation we face? And how does it compare to previous cases? Way worse. Like, way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Well, don't forget, the border isn't a part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while. Sometimes every few centuries, but sometimes every other decade or so. And of course, that is the responsibility of the Wangsheng feudal parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small fetter leaks. It is an easy fix with our secret art. It burns all the way, no problems. But this time is different. Inside the border, it's like a whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any ideas what the cause might be? Not so far, no. Maybe it's the abyss? I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal
You're
activity.
thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same.
That's funny that they mentioned.
Is Lily's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Ah, yes. I've heard a little bit about the crisis there, but as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary world between life and death. Yeah, it's the demarcation line. Life on sides, death on the other. So if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death, just like what happened all those millennia ago.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
It's the symptom of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Burning away the fetter won't do any good, because the issue is the border itself. Ningguang, any progress on the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we've deducted the location of 4 of the gates. We should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Whoa, already? Ningguang doesn't mess around. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. You've seen the state of the border. I can't think of any other way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
No, not the whole border. Just the parts that's been given us grief. Which is just, as well, reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. What's the 7 and 8 gate method? The 7 and 8 gates... Blech. The 8 gates refers to 8 key nodules of Liwei's ley lines: life, death, response, concealment, infiltration, Terran, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct the ley line's energy.
And the 7?
And that's the requirements for the activity array. The array's masters will select one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off the exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Now, don't worry. That's the traditional interpretation, but people just assume that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget, they were purifying a whole god. As bad as things are now, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so we're only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as the Array Master can withstand a huge blast of Fetor, they'll be fine. Is it gonna be Chi-Chi? Oh. Do you have any proof to back up this statement, Director Who? My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everybody here, unless anybody wants to dispute that. No one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as Ningguang has found the remaining 4 gates. Director Who? Something to add, Ningguang? No. There is something else I'd like to ask you, but it might not be my place to do so. Oh? If you don't wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe that today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wuwang Hill disaster from a decade ago?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
Phew. No, Ningguang. I don't think these two events are related. Excellent. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. We should know the locations of the gates by then. Alright, well, I've still got a lot of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor now.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Lanyan. Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Oh,
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Chi-Chi!
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Well, yeah. Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Cheeman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Cheeman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy. But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Cheeman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
Gave us quite a fright as well, apparently.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor.
Okay.
Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix it.
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But
Have
so
ano-
far, we are the only ones in the know.
Sorry. I have another question. What's the deal with the rattan figures?
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Cheeman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm.
See, I thought that. I speculated that.
I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like.
Good, because I wasn't going to give it back.
When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Who to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through.
Oh?
When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Who. She'd lit some incense, and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff.
The staff of Homer.
But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Whew, what an ordeal. Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Cheeman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Oh, I wonder if she's going to be playable. Questions about the 7 and 8 gates method.
Wow, good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Huh? But Hutao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of fetter.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes.
True.
Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yeah.
Yep. Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Do you know anything about what happened back then, Nan?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border.
And the perfume Hutao bought.
Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hutao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
I guess we should go talk to Hutao ourselves.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Then that's her choice. All we can do is try.
Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
Ooh.
I hope my family will write back to me soon.
Ah. Interesting. Tasty chop suey. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do voice acting again. Oh god. Alright. Hutao?
Hutao!
I am Paimon. I'm just saying. Traveler Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're missing me already?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it, but I'm not showing you. Why, is it a secret photo of me? Ha, seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Jinx it how? Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore. So keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Ha, alright. I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Huh? Wait, are they?
Oh, it's her father and grandfather. Wait, I gotta take a screenshot. Yeah, my dad and grandpa. Without this picture, I probably have forgotten what my dad looks like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad, I learned from my grandpa. Oh, did he sacrifice himself? So, what happened to him? There was a border incident on Wuwang Hill about a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the art of Homer to burn away the fetter, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it. He died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wulong Hill the way it is today?
Yep, his mistake didn't just cost him his own life. It took most of the village out and left lasting changes on Wulong Hill itself. Oh, that's why she feels so kind of motivated to sort it out. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. So your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad? Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have a few more years in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he had just... What? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything. But he was a genius. Sorry. But he was a genius. He was, and still is, the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted of mastering the wusheng art by the age of 8. But by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incinerating fetter all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, but he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him? People make mistakes, Hu Tao. I'm sure it's fine.
Maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Hu Tao! Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director had burned away all of their belongings when they passed on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandfather, for example, only left his hat behind, but my dad, he left a whole pile of stuff, including this meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
Not at all. No. All it shows is that he was unable to let go, and the fact he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during the ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus, and death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard it is letting go can be. We see it all the time, but as funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Like Grandpa always said, we should live in life and die in death. That's the whole basis of the Wushong's funeral parlor's existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, these teachings went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down. I feel like you're being a little bit harsh on him, considering you were, very young.
You don't need to be so hard on him.
Thank you, Paimon!
Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken, because a father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm going to keep talking trash about him all I want, and on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort from knowing that I never stop being myself and living my life my way. Okay, I kind of understand. Anyways, so that's a brief history on Wuhuang Hill for you. Is there anything else on the agenda? Thank you for being so open with us. Did you think I'd hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border. I owe you big time. Answering your questions seems like the least I can do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes. In my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on this stuff, okay? There's still 2 days to go, so go check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said it yourself. Remember, gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. I'll see you at Yujing Terrace in 2 days. This time, we're gonna turn death to ashes. Huh! Guys, seriously, go rest up while you can. We've got a big job coming in the next 2 days.